We're going to do section 1.1, page 9, number 31, which reads, write an equation for the line through P that is A, parallel to L, and B, perpendicular to L. Now for this particular problem, point P is 0, 0, and the line is y equals negative x plus 2. So a key point here to drawing the equation for a line is knowing what the slope is. And I hope you remember that if a line is parallel to another line, they have the same m, and that if lines are going to be perpendicular, then the slope of that line is going to be negative 1 over m, where m is the slope of the original line. So the slope of our original line here comes from the equation y equals negative x plus 2, and that slope is going to be equal to negative 1. So now if I want to write the equation of a line that's parallel to L, well, I have a slope, negative 1, and I have a point because that line has to go through point P, which is 0, 0. Now I think that the best way to draw or to write the equation for a line if we have a slope and a point is to use the point-slope equation, which says y is equal to m times x minus x1 plus y1, where x1 and y1 are the coordinates of the point. So let's substitute in, and then we can make this look like a real equation for a line. So I'm going to have y. I'm going to put in my slope, which is going to be negative 1. I'm going to have x minus 0 because x1 is equal to 0 plus 0. So I'm going to end up with, after a minimal amount of algebra, y is equal to negative x. Now, I can do something similar if I want to find the equation for the line perpendicular to L, but I need to figure out what the new slope is. So this new slope, the perpendicular slope we just said, was going to be negative 1 over the original slope. So I'm going to have negative 1 over negative 1, or my new slope for the perpendicular line is going to be 1. And again, now I have a slope and a point, 0, 0, and I want to use my point-slope equation, although I think you could probably figure out what this line is going to be, but let's do it. So I'm just going to write m perpendicular here so we remember which slope we're using. I've got x minus x1 plus y1. So I'm going to have y is equal to 1 for the slope, x minus 0 because the coordinates of my point are 0, 0, plus 0, and after again a minimal amount of algebra, I end up with y is equal to x, which I'm sure if you think about, you would realize is perpendicular to y is equal to negative x.